Hey, bro, imagine walking into your house after a long day of work and you overhear your wife talking to her best friend on speakerphone about your shortcomings in the bedroom. Pun intended. How do you come back from that? Do you come from that? How do you repair intimacy? When the wound ain't just about the bedroom, really, it's about your dignity as a man. We about to discuss that next.
Walking God's plan, you're looking at a certified man.
So, true story, different names. I am making up the names because it's a real story and people listen to me and I'm still a refrigerator. But anyway, let's call him Ron. Let's call her Brenda. You feel me? Good. So Ron walks into his room just as Brenda tells her girlfriend that she got to hang up because he's home, like he's Mr. Somebody. He home. Her friend laughs and said,
"Girl, he a 2-minute man, remember? He don't need that much time."
I don't know if she laughed like that or not, but in my mind, that's how she laughed. So Brenda quickly hangs up the phone and acted all nervous. She turns to Ron and asks him about his day, hoping that he doesn't say anything and that he actually didn't hear her. But no, Ron heard it. He heard it all. And now Ron feels humiliated, not just because of the words, but because the one place he thought he was safe, his marriage, suddenly feels unsafe. Let's dig into this. Now, do you think that Brenda actually meant to crush her husband? Probably not. And I think that sometimes that's what we do. We talk to our friends and we tell them a lot of stuff, okay? I think Sister Girl was sloppy, because why would you be talking to your best friend on speakerphone around the time your husband coming home? But hey, there's a whole nother open for another day. So I got a good counselor friend. I think he's my friend, Terrence Real. And he always reminds us of this. You might want to write this one down. In marriage, it is not about intent. It is all about impact. Let me say that again. It's not about intent. It's about impact. You might not have intended to do something, but if you unintentionally did something that caused harm, that's impact. And I say this all the time. Unintentional cuts bleed just as well as the intentional ones. So, although Brenda's intent may have been lighthearted, the impact was devastating. I hear some of y'all saying, Ron just need to get up out his feelings. He need to get his minutes up. Okay, listen, you relax too. But Ron don't just feel criticized. He feels betrayed. I hope y'all can hear me. And then for the ladies that listen to this, tripping on Ron, if Ron was on the phone with one of his boys and you heard him on the phone talking about some, man, let that girl get some water, man. You said she was dry as the Sahara. Wouldn't be funny now, would it? So anyway, here's what I'm saying. Here's how we can, that was so terrible. That was so terrible. That hurt my heart. Okay, so here's how, speaking of dry. All right, dry. So here's how they can pull this thing together. And I hope y'all listening to me because I know there's some of you that's got some situations that you genuinely need some help for. So I'm gonna give it to you. So here's how Ron needs to respond to Brenda. In love, with vulnerability, but very grounded. Brenda, I need you to hear me, baby. And do not defend yourself. That comment I overheard, it cut me deep. Shrek. You shared something private about me, and it didn't just feel like you laughed at me. It felt like you invited somebody into my world or our world to laugh at me too. I feel embarrassed. I feel betrayed. And I'm questioning, if I'm gonna be honest, if I'm safe being fully myself with you. This is vulnerability with a backbone. You ain't lashing out. You ain't shutting down. You ain't being weird, but you're being real about the wound. All right? That's the repair that Ron can do. Now, what can Brenda do? Because Brenda, you got a role too. Here's how Brenda needs to respond. Ron, baby, I'm sorry. That was disrespectful. That was careless of me. You did not deserve that. I got caught up, trying to be funny. But I realized that I really dishonored you. And I don't want you carrying around this kind of shame. Baby, you matter more to me than any laugh with a friend, whatever matter. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to rebuild your trust. Whatever it takes. Just tell me. Come on, Brenda. That's accountability. That's how a careless moment becomes a chance for repair. Here's this thing. Now, brothers, oh God, if you ain't heard nothing else I said, which would be kind of awful, but hear me. Intimacy does not live in performance. Say it again. Intimacy does not live in performance. Intimacy lives in safety. And if your woman does not feel emotionally safe with you, she is going to shut down sexually. I don't care what you say, all the supposed to and shoulds. If she does not feel emotionally safe, she's going to shut down sexually. And ladies, those of you that's peeking, if your man doesn't feel safe, he is going to retreat emotionally. If your man don't feel safe, he's going to retreat emotionally. And that cycle is going to continue over and over and over again. And what once felt sacred now feels like a battlefield. So how do you come back? No defense, no silence, just courageous truth-telling and compassionate repair. You hear me? And at the end of the day, marriage isn't about avoiding every wound. It's about learning how to repair them. Ooh, I said that. For my brothers out there, sometimes the strongest thing that you can do, hey, bro, don't fight back. Don't walk away. Don't try to defend yourself, but stand in your truth and say, baby, that hurt me. I need you to see me here. See me here. Because love grows not in the absence of pain, but in the presence of repair. You willing to repair? Huh? Love you, fam. And up.
Driven by purpose, walking God's plan. You're looking at a certified man.